I don't want to say ugly, but very mid. Like she's
Lisa, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Guys, so lovelies, I came at this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I just thought to share with you guys where Dr. Umar and others were actually talking about, black guys that often marry or date white women, and they went ahead to talk about the kind of or the category of white women they date. Guys, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as the stitches I was able to put together, because a lot of guys actually stitched this video, so I'm just going to roll it. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or any other type of way. We are just here for educational purposes, guys. All right, lovelies, let's dive into it.
Most black men marry down in class when they marry these white women.
Okay.
You can't find a rich white woman who ever married a broke-ass black man.
Boy.
Show me one rich white woman who has ever married a broke-ass black man. So this ain't about love. This is about agenda.
Okay.
That's number one. Number two, the black man wants the white woman to provide him with a degree of psychological validation. Only a low self-esteem having ass Negro would marry a white female in the first place, because you feel that if I can get the white man's woman, then maybe that makes me feel a little bit more equal to the white man. And then thirdly, you're absolutely right. We're the gods. We are the first man. So naturally, white women are going to be attracted to us because we are the original man. Everyone is attracted to melanin. It is liquid gold.
Boy.
But you have to love your liquid gold enough to say that y'all have misogynized us enough. Y'all have blended us and crossbred us enough. And I'm not going to continue to perpetuate that evil. This melanin is going to go into another melanin. We trying to make black blacker, not black whiter.
If you're a minority and you want to date white women, you just kind of have to accept that you can't have certain types of them. There's only a couple types of white that will date a minority. I think that some are off the table, like Taylor Swift white. Off the table. It's hard to get a Starbucks white as a minority, but ironically enough, it's very easy to get like a Starbucks barista white. you can't go peak white, you can go off white. You know what I'm saying? You can get like one that has a tattoo of a deer, has a tattoo of her spirit animal somewhere. But you can't get yoga class white. That's off of the table. Anything that could be a Fox News anchor, off the table. You won't get none of that. Anything like if her dad owns a pontoon boat, you can't have that one. But you can get the one that likes to smoke cigarettes at dive bars. Maybe you can get that one. That's cool. You can get you can get thrift shop white, and that's fine. Honestly, that's where you'd rather be at.
So my boy was basically saying that if you are a minority, there's a certain type of white girl that you can get with. You can get with the white girl that goes to Miami, but you can't get with the white girl that goes to Fort Lauderdale. Now, it's crazy? On God, I definitely agree with that, because there's in my entire existence, I went to a couple white schools, you know what I'm saying? I've been in the hood, I've been in the suburbs too, so I definitely know. I know how I've been around a lot of white girls, right? And preppy white girls you can't deal with as a black man. I don't know, I just think their parents won't allow it. But I don't know. It just seems like you can't pull them. Like, you can fuck with the Starbucks barista, as my boy was saying in his video, but you can't fuck with the girl that just goes to Starbucks. It's like the Hydro Flask girls, the Yeti Cup girls, the Stanley Cup girls, and you can't fuck with them. They're unfuckwittable. You know what I'm saying? Not to each their own. There might be examples that's proving me wrong, but from what I see, it just rarely ever happens.
The unfortunate part about this video is how true it is, especially when you look at a lot of the interracial relationship, is specifically like black man and white woman. Like, for example, you'll see like a very fine, handsome black man. Like, you see a black man who's like really, really good looking, who's like definitely like a 9 out of 10, right? Then you look at his girlfriend, his fiance, his wife, etc. And she's like, I don't want to say ugly, but very mid. Like, she's very average looking, like unconventionally attractive. Of course, usually black men and women will be like, okay, if you want to date white women, that's fine. But out of all the white women you could get with, why did you get with her? Like, out of all the people you could have picked, why did you pick the one who are like the most unconventionally attractive? Trust me when I say there is a reason why for that. And plus, it's not like black men have bad taste in white women. It's just, unfortunately, those are the kind of white women that's like on the table for us. Unfortunately. Also, while we're on the topic, I think it's important we understand how the beauty standard works for men of color, because it is vastly different. And trust me when I say it is mind-boggling how it works. Now, obviously, beauty is subjective. Like, you know, people have different ideas of what they consider attractive or not. But according to the beauty standard, this is usually how it works, right? According to the beauty standard, for white women, some people think that this is more attractive than this. All right. That's not to say that he's ugly. That's not to say he's not attractive. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's attractive his own way, but that's pretty much how the beauty standard works. So take that as you will.
I have grown up around nothing but white women my entire life. Here are more examples. If she's a Rangers fan and has taken a picture in a Rangers jersey at Madison Square Garden, you never stood a chance. Her father will get a notification like a spider sense when you are 2 miles within the vicinity. Don't even bother. If their dating profile is littered with autumn photo shoots, stay away. If her dating profile has pictures of her tailgating at a Giants game, don't even bother. Get the fuck out. If she mentions Morgan Wallen in her dating profile, she has never even seen a Negro. What are you doing? Sidebar, this is the first time I'm seeing this man's face, just for this video. That's not a joke. I had no idea who the fuck this was. They treat him like Jesus. I haven't even heard a fucking song from him, but he's like the biggest thing in the world, apparently. If their dating profile is littered with the cowboy aesthetic, you never stood a chance. Let it go. If they attempt to look racially ambiguous and just end up looking like a Martian, stay away.
So lovely, is this argument been going on TikTok, and it's all about some of these guys who decided not to date black women. Like, they prefer to date outside of their race. A lot of men was in the impression that they do this because they have this will I call it self-hatred, or will I call it anti-blackness in them? So they often go ahead to get married to white women just for them to feel belonging in the society, because maybe they don't like the way they've been treated as being someone of my own type of skin. So because of that, they want to at least maybe level up, or maybe they don't like themselves. Like, I posted a video about one of these artists that talked about how he don't actually like himself being black person, that he prefers to be a Hispanic or something. So I think most of all these guys are actually I don't know, I wouldn't say 100% of them. Most of them might be they're in love or something, but just the way Dr. Umar is talking about it and saying that most of them actually date outside of their race, not because they felt that maybe black women are loud and what the stereotype they have about black women and all of that. So they chose to actually date outside of their race, just because they want to maybe subdue that blackness in them, or subdue whatever that makes them feel as if they are left in the society, or because of what the color of the skin they came out from. But they don't actually realize that the first people that is even in existence is melanated people. Like, they actually find it very difficult to associate themselves with people or maybe date my own type, but they went ahead to actually date white women. they complain sometimes that maybe melanated people or black women is loud, that maybe single mom and all of that, but they will prefer to date a white woman of a low class. So let me just put it that way. A white woman, maybe an elderly one, they can actually put up, because I saw a video of a black man who is actually married to a black woman that have 5 children. Like, what difference does it make? So he was talking about how they use this avenue to actually upgrade themselves, which they don't actually know what they're doing. But without realizing that they are actually the first people, because the white women are supposed to be coming after them, not the other way around. Not the other way, like going around looking for white women to date, and you ended up dating in the lowest of the low class, or because you want to level up yourself. So when I saw this video, when I saw these stitches, I was like, oh my god, I think they are really, really hitting, because a lot of all this, black women, white women stereotype is just something that has to do with maybe individual, differences. Most men or most black brothers often go, ahead to get married with, white women, but they end up with the one that even a white man cannot settle for. Like, a white man cannot settle for such type of a white woman. But you see our brothers rushing those type. I can also emphasize on some of these things that is happening also in Africa. You see most of all these African brothers, oh my goodness, if you see the way they're hustling for this elderly old black women, you see a young fresh guy. When you look at who is actually dating maybe a white woman, you will see that it's actually a very elderly one. I know something like this also happens in terms of maybe a black girl that is dating a white man, but it's so rampant when you see a black guy dating the lowest of the low of this white women, compared to when a black woman is actually dating a white guy. So you will see a black woman, young one, you will see the kind of white guys, or maybe she's dating, you see an upgraded one. But in terms of maybe black brothers, they'll end up with like, seriously, when I saw this, I was like, I think this is just it. It just has to do with maybe self-hate, or maybe anti-blackness. You don't like the way you feel, or maybe you don't like the way you've been treated. But one thing I need to tell each and every one of us is that we are so beautiful, we are so blessed the way we've been treated, we are so blessed the way we've been created. The more you love yourself, the more you accept who you are. You don't necessarily have to go looking for who to validate or who to make you feel more important. You have to first of all make yourself happy, accept yourself, accept who you are, accept your background, like accept that you are a black person. Do you know how ageless black people are? Have you seen these people aging? Like, sometimes when I compare a melanated person of maybe 40 years with a white woman of 40 years, oh my goodness, like the difference is so clear. Like, it's so clear. I just keep on like, what was the force all about? Sometimes I wonder why they are jealous, but sometimes when I also see stuff like this and the differences, oh my god, I begin to understand the reason why they have this kind of hate towards black people or melanated people, because oh my god, we are so blessed to be the way we are. We are so blessed. Like, it's very difficult for you to actually gauge the age of a melanated person compared to these other ones. So I actually understand where Dr. Umar is actually coming from, that a lot of our brothers tend to do this to be self-acceptant, maybe to validate that I am a black person, and maybe try to feel good about themselves. They are not actually doing that because maybe they're in love with this person or they fall in love. I am not disputing the fact that so many people don't fall in love, but majority of them just want to do that to upgrade their class. But they end up getting themselves with a kind of woman even a white man cannot date. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, and leave your thoughts. Then I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or worse. We're just here for educational, informative, purposes, guys. Please share this video, subscribe if you're here to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next one.